What do you think of the idea of just showing up to the gym and just taking action, and then later on during the exercise or while you're working out, you could plan how you're gonna figure out the deadline and just how much body fat you're gonna actually cut at the end of the 6 months. And the second point is about managing risk. So I think it's easier for us to manage risk when we're single, for example, or don't have responsibility. But
Mhm.
how do you manage risk when you're married and have a traditional wife that relies on you 100%? It's a bit difficult to manage that risk. So how do you do that?
Okay, so the way I look at it personally is when I have people depending on me, I do the reverse. I take bigger risks because I feel like I need bigger opportunities and I need bigger rewards because I have people depending on me. Because I have my parents or my girlfriend or the rest of my family or whoever it is that I'm covering bills for or whatever, helping around. And that means that I have many more mouths to feed. That means that the risks I need to take need to be worth taking. So I don't minimize risks in life that, when I have responsibilities like that. Oh, I have a wife, I have kids, I have a girlfriend, I have blah, blah, I'm paying for my parent, blah, whatever it is that you're doing. For me, the added pressure of having to provide for more people makes me more risky. It's very counterintuitive, but family and friends and whatever it is else that you're responsible for, who knows, shouldn't take away from your calculated risk profile, how much risk you're willing to take. I know the fear is there from if I fail, it's not just for me, it's for the people I'm taking care of. But think about it this way. If I don't do this, what if it succeeds and then I take that away from everybody else? If it fails, I can bounce back. It'll be harder because I have a family to take care of. That's fine. I understand that. You're not going to end up destitute on the street. But if I don't take this risk and have a massive move upwards, socially speaking, right? If I don't have massive rewards at the end of this where my family can benefit also, then what am I left with? The current path that I'm on? Is the current path enough, or are you secure? Are you willing to take the risk, or are you more so on the side of caution and afraid to take the risk in case you fail? And what will your girlfriend think? What will your parents think? What will, any other relatives think? I think of it in that manner. I have more people to feed, more people to look after. Therefore, the goals, the dreams, the risks all have to be greater in order for them to be worth it. Otherwise, I may as well stay where I'm at. I will not attempt anything that's not insane because it's not worth it if I'm taking care of all these people. So my goals and my dreams and my risks get bigger simply for that reason. So I do the reverse. Most people think in the other direction. Like, I have too much riding on this and I can't take the risk. I have a family, I have kids, I have babies, blah, blah. I can't. I don't think in that way at all. It's because I have all these things, I must be risky. There is no other option. So the other one was going to the gym and not even having a game plan, but just going, right? And then developing one later.
Yes, yeah, just showing up.
Yeah, so technically you can do that. The problem is it doesn't have the same emotional effect on you in terms of knowing exactly where you're going. So that whole point of having a destination, going to the gym because you know exactly what you're attempting to do is completely different than I'm just going to go to the gym today because, I'll figure it out later and I'll just waddle over to this machine. I feel like doing chest here and then I feel like kind of doing legs there and, kind of learning here and there. It's not the same. If you sat down and you told me I want to gain this amount of weight, I want to look like this, I have a 6-month time frame, I want to do this. What's the best program? You're going to start asking yourself, what's the best program to get the most gains in 6 months? Okay, well, how much protein do I need to eat to achieve this body at this weight and be this lean? Okay, what kind of foods will get me this, nutritionally speaking? Okay, now when you're going into the gym every single day with that plan and vividly seeing yourself because you have the destination, in 6 months, I'm going to be this jacked and this is what I'm going to look like when I look in the mirror. Naturally, you will derive a level of excitement that you don't currently have from simply waddling into the gym and I showed up, check. I showed up, check. Don't know what I want to do yet. Show up, check. You don't have the same intensity as that guy that has, when he looks in the mirror, he sees exactly who he's about to look like in the future if he comes every single day. There's a big difference in the intensity and the amount of effort and the discipline that guy has and he's putting into himself when he goes to the gym versus you that are kind of waddling in there. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing that you're showing up and you're going, but also you should have your plan yesterday because you need the motivation. Because if I put a bit of stress in your life right now, the gym will disappear. If I pressure you in any way You have a list of priorities right now, and they're all based on essentially the emotional reaction you get from them. And the gym is somewhere at the bottom. It's one of the first ones you'll cut out of your life immediately. If I put a little bit of pressure on you, I'm telling you, bills will get tight, hours will get less at work, or more for less, or you may get fired, or your girl's thinking about leaving, or some other shit, whatever it is, dude. I can inject a little bit of stress and pressure into your life, and the gym will be the first thing that goes because you're already mindlessly wandering in there with no vision attached to it. So it's not important. And it's not even part of your personality yet in terms of this is who I am and this is what I do. Because that guy, that's the version of you with the exact plan. When I inject a little difficulty and stress into his life, he goes right into the gym and gets after it every single day. It doesn't fucking matter. To him, the gym is a way of life. So that guy, if I were to bet, it's the same exact person. But if I were to bet who would succeed in their goals in the gym, it'll be the other guy. He has a plan. Can't do shit without a plan. You won't go anywhere without a plan. You're doing okay. I'll pat you on the back and say, good job, you're going to the gym. That's great. It's better than nothing. But that's already a low fucking bar to clear. It's like telling a fat person that's 300 pounds they lost 20 pounds. Congratulations, bro. Wow, what a tremendous fucking job you did. You only lost 20 pounds. Good job, dude. Low bar to settle. You got another fucking 150 to go problem. Congratulations, at least you started. But also, not going to really pat you on the back for doing the bare minimum. Like you're showing up, bare minimum, with no plan. Get serious. You want change in your life? You have to get serious. You don't fuck around with goals. You don't half-ass shit. You know, how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you're willing to half-ass the gym, what else are you half-assing in your life? Like if I were to poke and prod and ask you about work, ask you about family, ask you about everything, are you fucking half-assing there too? In some way or another you are, because a person who doesn't half-ass in anything they do, or I should say a person that won't half-ass the gym won't half-ass anything else in life either. How you do one thing is how you do everything. You can tell everything about a person by how they do things. You know those people that have really neat homes, super neat rooms, everything is organized? Ask them what their lunchbox looks like, what they bring to work. I bet you it's super neat and organized. Ask them how their schedule looks when they go to the gym. What's their itinerary? What are they doing? I bet you they have 30 minutes here doing that, 40 minutes there doing this. Everything about their lives is organized. You can tell a lot about a person now they do one thing. If I open your car door and I see a bunch of fucking trash everywhere and empty fucking water bottles and all this crazy shit, old food in bags, fast food, guess how your house is going to look? I can guess what your room would look like, your bathroom would look like, just by your car. You are your habits. So if you're showing up in the gym half-assed, dude, where else are you half-assing in life? That's what you have to ask yourself. Because if you weren't a half-asser, you would never allow this. So we have to get really deep and honest with ourselves. Are we okay with just wandering around aimlessly, or are we okay with chasing our goals? You got to pick one. This is life, guys. You cannot just I'll just dip my toe in here. Toe dippers get nowhere. You know that. Anything you've ever gotten in your life, it wasn't easy and you had to fucking get it, take it practically. You worked hard for it. That applies in every aspect. You can't just work hard a little bit and coast. Every single fucking thing you've ever gotten or achieved in your life took a ton of effort and work. Everything you're ever proud of, anything, if you have anything you're proud of in your life, it's probably one of the hardest things to get, wasn't it? There's the thing that required the most toil, the most work. Dude, that's for everything. You have to apply that mentality to everything. There is no easy day like the Navy SEALs say. The only easy day was yesterday. That's what they say. Every day is a brand new day. You got to put in maximal 100% effort or you will get nowhere. Thoughts?
Okay, I add something?
Yes.
Sure.
So I also think figuring out who you are as a person and figuring out your weaknesses. I'm probably the youngest guy here, 24. So I really had a hard time trying to figure out what I needed to work on. And seeing me, I understood that I was very shy. I was a quitter. So recently I decided to join the military, National Guard, because I saw that if anything, these guys won't allow you to fail. You know what I'm saying? They'll just get your ass right back in motion. And during the last couple weeks in general, because I was like a high risk for being like an obese, and I've had my own personal, I don't want to say trainer, but my sergeant. And he was basically saying, I'm going to be here with you. I'm not going to be easy on you, but I'm going to make sure you're going to get your shit together. And basically, last week, I've lost already 13 pounds, walked about 60 miles. And sometimes I feel like you got to do shit knowing that there's not going to be an easy way out. The reason I joined is because I knew that legally I cannot leave. I'm going to be fucked for the next 3 years. They own me. So sometimes you got to get into something where there's no easy way of leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Fuck
took
yeah.
balls. But you recognized what you needed because you couldn't even trust yourself. So you took the choice out, which is amazing. I did something similar too. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes that's what you need, dude. You know, gotta remove yourself from the environment that's very soft, very, complacent. It puts you in that very secure mind. And signing your life away with the military is one way to absolutely get thrown into a completely different life where choice is gone and you become somebody new. That's what they specialize in. They break you down at a fundamental level and they transform you into whatever it is that they need. But you gain valuable, skills along the way. Things you would have never thought you were capable of. And all it took was discipline. See, the Army has a vision, the Navy has a vision, whatever it is. When you're going through training and boot camp, they have a vision, an end goal of what you need to be doing and what you're capable of and where you need to be placed within the branches. So because they have the end goal, they know exactly what it is that they have to train you for, exactly how it needs to go, how long, all this shit. It's all planned. Your goals have to be the same. Approach life like that, man, and you will succeed. It's like, imagine this, like the more you can picture the end goal, the more you could detail out your imagination and what it looks like, you can make it as a metaphor of like how well lit the path in front of you will end up becoming. Okay. Guys that say, I just want to lose weight with no plan whatsoever, you're practically walking in the dark. You don't know which way is what. Guys that say very detailed, I want to lose weight. I want to do this. I want to achieve this by that. This is how I'm going to eat all that. It's like putting lamp posts all along the trail that they're about to walk. The entire path is illuminated perfectly for them. The guesswork isn't there. They know which way is straight. You don't. You're walking in the dark. You're literally inconveniencing yourself by not doing this stuff. Imagine that metaphor when you're planning out for goals. Illuminate the path, dude. Pave it. Make sure it's all nice asphalt, brand new. The more you detail out your goal, the easier you make it for yourself. You want to be hacking it through the bush with a machete? Fuck no. Plan this shit out.